Hello, everyone. IMS welcomes you all to a brand new webinar series called the B School Insider, all you need to know about your dream school. And I'm your host, Kalyani Majumdar, for today's webinar. So in this series, we will give all of you MBA aspirants an opportunity to engage with students and alums of the top B schools in each session. On our first session, we will be focusing on IIM Ahmedabad, with our four panelists who are current students from IIM Ahmedabad: Anushri Nayak and Isha Nisar from first year, Shivam Kumar and Aditya Vikram Singh from second year. This episode will cover the personal journey of the four panelists pertaining to their CAT experience and the selection process at IIM Ahmedabad. We will be also covering academic schedule, faculty, and we'll be talking about the placement opportunities, internships, top recruiters visiting the campus. And we will be also giving a short preview of the campus life, festivals, how the campus looks like. And we will also have a fun rapid fire session wherein our speakers will answer some of the fun facts about IIM Ahmedabad. So let's welcome Anushri Nayak, Isha Nisar, Shivam Kumar, and Aditya Vikram Singh. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Kalyani, for
Thanks.
having us here. Looking forward to the webinar.
Great. Yeah. So let's start with our session. So let's start with your CAT experience. I mean, how much did you score and for how many months did you prepare? Was there anything in particular that you did to get success? So all of you panelists can answer it in brief so that we can cover all four different, different ways how you guys prepared. Yeah, you can start with Anushri. You can start with the answer. Yeah.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm glad that you all are here and CAT results are out. So congratulations to everyone and all the best for the calls that are going to be released soon. So yeah, I took CAT 2019 for the first time and I scored a 98.20 percentile. I'm a chartered accountant by profession, so I was lucky to get calls from IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Lucknow, Kozhikode, and the baby and the new IIMs. My CAT preparation started somewhere in April or May. I prepared for 5 months straight. I had joined IMS classroom sessions and I took mock tests at IMS and a few other classes as well. My main preparation was focused towards quants and DLR since those were my weak sections, but I was relatively better at verbal. And my most preparation happened in the last month. I was struggling with scoring like a good percentile up till the very end, but luckily for my last mock test I scored near about 98 percentile, and that was my real percentile in the CAT exam as well. And after CAT I took a little bit of break in the December month, and from January I started with my interview preparation, mainly by taking mock interviews with IMS mentors and everybody who was assigned to us. So I think that was about it. I think we can talk about it in detail maybe later.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Shivam, why don't you go next?
Hello, everyone. For me, I took CAT 2018. I started preparing in around August, like mid July, August, and I scored 99.76 percentile. After that, I took a break and I started my interview preparation in around January. Then yeah, I got calls from Ahmedabad, Bangalore, and Calcutta. So yeah.
So I also took CAT 2018 and I started preparing in the last 5 months along with my job. But before that, I had also prepped for it during my last year in UG a year back. So most of the time while preparing along with my job, it was related to ironing out any issues and making sure I give ample marks and analyze them. So my main Achilles heel was the LRDI section, and apart from that, it was smooth sailing for me.
Okay. Isha?
So had my preparation for about 1.5 months. Though I was kind of aspiring for CAT for a very long time, I could not manage it well during my undergraduation because of the extracurricular activities. In my CAT 19, I scored 99.37 and got 25 B school interview calls. And finally, I decided to join IIM Ahmedabad.
So how about, talking about the selection process at IIM Ahmedabad and how did you prepare, like the step? Uh,
Right.
just the
So
selection process and that too in very, very brief. Yeah.
okay. So the calls were out in January, and we were asked to prepare for AWT, which is analytical writing test, which is a little different from the normal BAT. A case is given, and then we have to write a summary of the case and maybe provide recommendations. So we had like dedicated sessions for AWT in IMS, and I attended those. I and Nisha prepared together for the interviews. We used to interview each other, and
Oh,
all throughout our interview preparation, we were together. And the main part about preparation was that to talk to a lot of people about the type of questions and to do like a SWOT analysis of our own personality and to know our CV very well. So I think interview prep is just that, to just know about yourself. IIM Ahmedabad does not ask for an SOP, so you don't need a preparation for the SOP. Just that you prepare a little different for AWT and work on your language skills as well as for the interview preparation.
okay, Isha.
So I started preparing for my interviews right from the next day we completed CAT, because I thought I was like, I could understand I was getting a certain percentile and I'll get few calls. So I divided I initially started with my personal interview types. I divided into 4 major parts, trying to understand what are the prospective questions that can come and try to come up with different answers. And after that, once the calls were out, I think I made friends like Anushri and a lot of others whom, we used to prepare GK and like we used to have GD within us. We had AWT. We used to evaluate of each other,
Right.
and that's how the preparation went well. And I took a lot of mock PIs and mock AWT for GDPI.
Okay. So yeah, Shivam.
So for me, when I started prep, I thought that since interview is going to have a much higher weightage, so I focused more on that and like very less on the AWT part. On the interview bit, I started it from what all things can be asked. So starting from my hometown, then the undergrad majors and the work ex. So there are in my journey what all steps had I taken and what all questions can be asked throughout that journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I focused on that, slightly on the news part, and yeah, it was mostly around this.
Okay, Aditya.
Yeah, so as soon as the results were out, I started off by attending a lot of mock interviews
Right.
and incorporating feedbacks to refine my answer.
Mhm.
And particularly for AWT, I think IMS helped a lot. So, and in addition to this, there's a site for GMAT which has content on AWT related topics. So I referred that and focused on structuring the answers and making it relevant with the present context.
Right. Aditya and Shivam, you both are from engineering background, and Isha and Anushri, you both are from non-engineering background. So do talk about whenever, when you are answering your PI, the next question, do talk about that as well, like, how different it was for you and for the engineering, people with engineering background, yeah? How about sharing one tip to keep in mind during the IIM Ahmedabad personal interview? Or you can take turns for one particular tip.
Yeah, so I would say one tip to be calm, because there are instances where the experience of people who have gone to for the interview panel and they have come and they'll say some story and that might make you more anxious, right? So everyone's experience is going to be different, and like you should just hold on to your calm and go for the interview with fresh mind. So that would help you a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so as Shivam mentioned, being calm is one of the most important thing, even if it's a stress interview. Yeah, so in addition to that, I would also say to direct the interview where you want it to by placing certain signals in your answer. So it helped me quite a lot in that.
Yeah, Anushri.
I think one thing that a senior of mine suggested me just before I was going into an interview was that the interviewers need one reason to select you. So give them that one reason. So when we're just entering the interview hall, we think of a lot of reasons why we are not that capable, or we feel a lot of negativity and we feel are not worth it, but then they need just one reason. So make sure that when you are going into interview, even if you like screw up a lot of questions, even if you give them one reason, they are there to select you and not to reject you. So that's enough for you to crack it.
Okay.
One more thing that I would like to suggest is be honest as much as possible. So I remember throughout all my interviews, I was kind of honest that these were the views and opinions of mine, though it might not be well judged with the opposite person. But since I had my logic behind it and my data facts, I think they kind of approved it. So be as honest as possible.
Okay, let's take one question from Muskan. How did you manage both graduation and CAT preparation?
So I did not manage graduation and CAT preparation, but maybe I can talk about managing CAT preparation with work.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I work full time during CAT preparation, and I used to
Mhm.
travel like about 3 hours every day, 1.5 hour one way, and
Right.
it was exhausting. But you need to have a clear demarcation in your mind as to what is your study time and what is your work time. So if you leave office at 6, and even if you reach home at 8, you need to come back and leave office at your workplace. So stop thinking about work or stop thinking about other things, maybe going out with your friends or preparing for your graduation, and just save about 2 to 3 hours per day for your CAT prep. That is enough if you study regularly.
Right.
And the other thing is mock tests are very important while preparing, so make sure that you utilize your weekends for taking mock tests.
Okay.
Yeah, I think on the similar lines that Anushri mentioned. So I also worked full time while I was preparing for my CAT, and it was very clear for me that after my office hours, I have to give like whatever I had planned. Let's say I have planned for a mock test. I have planned for analysis of the mock test. So whatever I have planned, I just dedicated to that. And throughout that preparation journey, one thing that was very very helpful for me was self reflection and self analysis, what I am doing wrong, what where I'm going wrong. I usually used to do it on weekends, so yeah, that helped.
Okay. Anybody else would like to answer? Anything I would like to add?
So means I also prepped while working. So means my office timings were 12 noon to 12 midnight. So
Right.
means I had the first half to myself for preparing. So I did a lot of preparing then, and in the weekends I gave mocks and analyzed them. Once.
Okay. How to know that an aspirant's profile is good enough for IIM Ahmedabad? This is for Anushri and Shivam. There's also a question from Dishita. I studied BTech. I wanted to know how important the BTech final score is and getting a call from any IIMs. So you guys can answer both these.
So, talking about profile, right?
Yes.
So, if you
Yeah.
see the selection criteria of IIM Ahmedabad, right?
Mhm.
It starts from, it takes into account of your 10th marks, 12th marks, graduation scores, right?
Mhm.
And then how much work ex you have. So based on all this, it builds up your final score up, then the CAT score, and then the interview score, AWT score. But if you see the weightage of these previous history, right, it's not that much. If you see the final selection, it is mostly the interview. If you see the interview call, it is mostly the CAT score, and then 35% weightage, around 35% weightage is for the profile. So yeah, it's important, the profile, where what your previous history has been, but it's not the only make or break criteria, right? So
Okay. Okay. But is there any possibility that we miss the chance to get into IIM because of zero work experience? That's a question. So we can also ask.
again, it's something that is adding up cumulative, right? So uh, zero work x is so what will happen if you have zero work x? You'll not get the score for experience, right? But
Right.
if you have able to manage that loss at somewhere else, some like let's say interview points or AWT points or CAT score,
Right.
that is going to sail you through. So it's nothing like that. Only because of that you'll not get through. So there's nothing like that.
Okay. Anushri, would you like to add anything on the profile building?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
first of all, a lot of freshers are our classmates. So
Right.
having work experience is not a criteria.
Okay.
There are people who are just 21 and are at IIM Ahmedabad as our classmates. So that is not a criteria at all.
Okay.
About profile building, I think extracurriculars do matter a lot, especially when Aditya mentioned that you can drive your interview in your direction you want to talk about. So if you have extracurriculars on your CV, you can talk about the things that you're really passionate about. That gives you a chance to be confident in an interview as well. So profile building can be done by taking up like extracurriculars during your graduation or taking externally as well. If there's something that you really want to develop, maybe playing a musical instrument or dancing or anything of that sort.
Mhm.
So I am a certified graphologist, and that is what I spoke about in all my interviews. That was a
Okay.
point wherein I used to gain a lot of confidence. So profile building is basically one thing, especially to get your calls, and apart from that, to give you confidence in your own interview. I think it's important for both these things.
Okay.
Just can I add
Yeah. Yes.
something?
Yes,
So
please.
the
Yeah.
profile that IME is talking about is usually like, at least for the initial shortlist, is academics, work experience, and the CAT. So like, irrespective of having a lot of say maybe a dance certificates and all,
Hmm.
sports certificates will not add you for your the current shortlist for the interviews. However, it gives you a boost during the personal interview.
Okay. But does IIM also consider we have benefit for certification programs for courses done from Coursera or the Udemy, edX and all? One of you can answer.
So I believe, from what I could understand, was since I had a lot of certificates, it
Right.
did not particularly ask me
Okay.
about such certificates.
Right.
But the way that I was coming up with all of my knowledge and my case preparations, I guess that's the reason they might have come to know. But
Correct.
particularly, there's no weightage to that.
One thing
Yes. Yeah.
that can I would like to add here is that these certifications, if you want to use that as story building, for your what kind of story you are putting up for your MBA. If you are, let's say, going for finance and you have done certifications, look, if you are willing to go into finance and you have done certifications in that area, you can back it up, your answer in your interviews or in your while you are going for the interview. So with that, and that would really add value. So that is the only point. But for getting the interview call, it's not going to add any.
Okay. Okay. So there is a preparation. There's a question about CAP preparation. I have 8 years of experience in planning to do executive MBA. I'm planning to quit my job and then practice and work, get my CAT prep for 14 hours plus 4 hours of travel on daily basis. What's your suggestion and thoughts, please? So basically, I mean, if you can just tell our attendees how many hours of preparation one needs and how many months, like as in 3 months is for many of our aspirants, 3 months might not be enough. So as in, if you can just speak a little bit more on all your preparation and as an individually, a little bit more about the CAT preparation, like maybe 2 points each. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
what I feel is the quality of preparation is more important rather than putting how much amount of hours you are putting in.
Okay.
Because I used to prepare for like 4 hours max
Mhm.
during my work ex. So I feel that you need to keep your concept right and build on that only.
Okay.
Right. So, adding on to what Aditya has mentioned, it's what happens. We get into the rush of giving more mock interviews. Sorry, mock tests,
Okay.
and giving on mock tests and all every time, right? And
Mm.
not analyzing them well.
Right.
So yeah, that is not going to help. But instead, analyzing what you have done, where you have what are the gaps, and filling those gaps is going to uh, reduce the preparation time that you need for the CAT. So
Hmm.
or any exam that is there for the uh, executive MBA. So I'm not sure. I think
So I particularly studied for about 4 hours on weekdays
Hmm.
and around 6 to 8 hours on weekends, like after my office hours. And I think I studied for around 7, 8 months approximately.
Hmm. Okay.
And regarding that question, I think, I mean, I would also suggest you to look for the executive MBA.
Correct.
And I guess executive MBA
Yeah, it's
is
for the
better
profession.
as,
Hmm.
yes.
Okay. Anushri would like to add something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think there are a lot of questions that are coming up on their
Yes. Yeah.
profiles, individual
Correct.
profiles.
Hmm.
So to everyone, I'd just like to suggest that you will get the criteria for the calculation of the composite score on the college websites. So
Hmm.
of course, it keeps changing every year, but you can just refer to them and get an idea about what are the weightages given to 10th score, 12th score. And apart from that, even if you know the weightages, you can not do much about your past scores. So there's no point thinking about them right now. Of course, you can calculate your chances. So don't think a lot about it. If you really want to give it a shot, just focus on your character. That's my only advice. And apart from that, for preparation, I used to study in the morning. So I had a very clear timetable. I had to do away with a lot of socializing for 3-4 months. I think it's worth it. So in the morning I used to study before going to office for about 2 hours, and after coming from about 2 hours, and weekends, as I mentioned, about dedicated to taking mock tests. Another thing I would like to specify is do analyze your mock tests very well. That is a very important step of CAT preparation. That is how you learn where you're making mistakes. I think, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, great. So let's move on to once you have selected, you are selected, you've got your admit to IIM Ahmedabad. Then what was your first day at IIMA like? You can start from Isha. You can start. Isha, and then Anushri, and then Shivam, and then Aditya. Yeah.
I mean, first day at IIM Ahmedabad was in academics or the day of the call?
No, first day at IIMA, as in, when you were part of the campus and your classes have begun, or you've started getting orientation and all that. Yeah.
So initially we were kind of disheartened because we were supposed to have an
Yes, yeah.
online induction and all of these things. However, during the induction, we had 10-15 minutes break. And as soon as we were having the break time on the first day, we started coming to calls and all of these things. We tried to picture ourselves and we were in the IIMA background and all of these things. I think it was fun, the first day of the induction. In the academic part also, during the initial phase, we had to do a introduction video with our study group and all of these things. So that was really fun, I think. So that was the best part of IIMA.
Okay. Yeah.
For all who don't know, Isha is in the library right now, and she was one of the first ones from our batch to arrive on campus, and we were really very jealous because I think she was one of the first 20 who arrived on campus in the online mode, and I
First
came
8 to arrive.
First 8, yeah. So first 8 to arrive on campus. So we were all very jealous, but then we all somehow made it. About 250 or 300 plus of us are on campus right now. So first day on campus was a little different than what I think it is usually every year, because we don't have physical classes yet. We have to attend classes from our rooms online itself. So first day was just basically getting around campus while we had arrived, and everybody came into slots in phases so that we have proper social distancing maintained. So we could not meet everybody at one time, but it was a little bit of excitement to come on campus after a very, very long wait.
Right.
About the online induction, of course, there was excitement, and we were very comfortable sitting in the first week, which is supposedly to be very hectic. I think Shivam and Aditya can contribute that the first week of IIM Ahmedabad induction is actually very hectic because there's a lot going on. We were actually a little bit lucky because we were in the comfort of our house, and we could manage it a little better than them. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so you all can also, Shivam and Aditya, you can also talk about, how, because Anushri and Isha, they joined when the COVID-19 pandemic, during that time they went in. So you guys have experienced the other part as well. So can you also talk about that? Because hopefully our CAT 21 aspirants, by the time they get in, they'll actually get to have their induction not online and hopefully in the campus. So yeah.
Sure. So I'll talk about the first day of the orientation. So it was overwhelming because you have first of all you have interaction with the one of the instructor. Then there would be cake cutting session. Then there would be how the cases are going to be discussed. How the general pedagogy at IIM Ahmedabad is. How the 2 years is going to be and how it is going to be afterwards. So the instructor usually tells everything around this, and then we have interaction with ourselves in the class. So it was very overwhelming for me. And talking about the first week specifically, so I cannot there are things that I cannot disclose now, but a lot happens in that week. Maybe when people will come, they'll experience themselves, so I cannot say more about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
means on the absolute first day, means during registration and all, so means I was quite excited to see the campus for the first time. Means as as it was a dream come true for me. So means then once the registrations was over, it was a lot of books and a list of readings that we had on our first day. So means the second half went on reading those. But in addition to that, we had our OB sessions and all, means in which we had a complete batch-wide interaction, and it was quite fun.
So, what is the academic schedule at IIM Ahmedabad, Isha and Anushri?
So
So,
we
like
have
a academic calendar, like a typical, like a generic one, that our aspirants can understand.
on a daily basis we have 3 classes, and we have like few minutes to like as a break kind of a thing.
Right.
Our classes get over around 4:15, after which there is a 15-minute panic attack of whether there's going to be a quiz or not, and everyone is like having a countdown. So we come to know by 4:30ish that whether we have a quiz or not at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
After that, people usually kind of catch up at CT, have some kind of fun, try to talk about how things were, like, how things are at online and all. And after which we take some small break, and we start preparing for the next day's pre-reads or maybe some assignments that we were supposed to do. So right now also Anushya and I have 3 assignments to be submitted today. So those are the hectic. Uh,
Okay.
in general, term 1 is kind of a bit hectic because we also have our summer internship preparation, CV preparation, all of them. And I think it also takes time to get along the case-based pedagogy that IME gives. But I think after slot 1, we are all kind of chilled. So after term 2, it's good enough.
Okay. Anushri?
I think Isha has majorly covered everything.
Okay.
There are a few questions on how many hours do we sleep. I
Yes.
think up till summer internship, the academic rigor gets on you because you're not really accustomed with the system that IMA follows.
Mhm.
And since you're in a class of really intelligent people, you really want to contribute a lot. That is a major factor. You strive hard and you work more harder than you have worked earlier because you also want to learn and you also want to contribute. So that adds to the pressure. Apart from that, the study groups that are allotted to you in the first term, they are your major support system. So you study with them, you prepare with them for the next day courses. So one thing is you will never be left alone while preparing for academics. You will always have a good support system of friends. And the second thing is you always have to like maintain your choice of the activities that you want to do. So if you want to do extracurriculars, you have to make that conscious choice. But if you want to study and if you want to focus on your academic score, that's typically your choice. But having said that, academics definitely, when we talk about a in Ahmedabad stats for academics, that is the truth because academics is really heavy.
Mm.
But apart from that, also we have a lot of fun. We do a lot of club activities.
Mm.
So even now, as Isha mentioned, that the academic rigor has a little slowed down after the summer internship.
Mm.
I think Isha slept at 5 a.m. and I woke up at 5 a.m. So that typically sums up that everybody follows their own schedule and it's all topsy-turvy, but then we all manage.
Okay, great. Have you already decided which electives you would like to choose in the second year?
So kind
yeah.
of, yes. So I have been talking to the seniors who have like similar interest as mine, and like as per even the internship and all of these things.
Mm.
So, I have a few electives in mind. Though I'll be researching on it once the days come in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what are the electives you've chosen in the second year, Aditya and Shivam?
Yeah, so I have mostly selected electives from multiple domains with major focus on subjects relating to economics and strategy
Mhm.
because I like these types of subjects. So basically, it's behavioral economics, world economy, and strategy in emerging markets, among other subjects.
For me personally, it was more of data analytics type of courses, and then apart from that, a bit of economics and a bit of marketing. But yeah, mostly I was focused on the data analytics based courses in both the terms at in my second year as of now.
Okay, so is it true that in the second year it's more chill and the first year is more stressful?
So I would say it's not like that. It depends on how individually the second year people want to take it up. So many of them take it like, for many of them it is much more hectic than first year, and for many of them it is much more chiller than first year. So it totally depends on the person. So how they want to take it up in the second year, what kind of goals they set in for themselves in second year.
Okay.
Yeah, so Shivam mentioned it correctly. Means it depends on how the students pace their subjects. So particularly for me, I won't say that second year is quite easy going, because I mostly front loaded most of my subjects, and it's only 2 credits left for my final term.
And similarly for me as well, personally, second year is much more hectic than first year. So
Okay. Yeah, Anushri, can you tell us a bit about about the faculty members? Any particular class that's your favorite?
Yeah, so I'm a chartered accountant. So in
Yeah.
the first term, we have a subject called as financial reporting, which is supposed to be a little easier to the chartered accountants than to the other engineers in
Okay.
the class.
Right.
But I think I would say that learning financial reporting in IIM Ahmedabad was a lot different than learning financial reporting during CA course. So here we were more focusing on case-based solving, and there were long cases, but then you had to boil down to just drawing the financial statement. So even though the subject was same and the the course content was similar, the professors taught it in a way that everybody could make sense of it.
Okay.
So they taught a different. So we had a professor Shailesh Gandhi, and he was one of the best professors, I believe, for finance here. And so though I had learned the subject earlier, I learned a new way of looking at the subject. So that is what I think I take back from the academics at IIM Ahmedabad, that I really like the way that the same subjects are taught a different way. For example, human resource also was subject in my graduation, but
Right.
the way it is taught here is quite different from the way it is taught in graduation.
Mhm.
So I think that's the beauty of it.
Okay. There is one question regarding preparation that I would like you guys to answer. Some tips for beginners, like how to give a head start to our prep. So basically, the head start. Where do you even start?
okay,
Uh,
so
yeah, any one of you. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So for Head Start, it's basically first of all, for me, what I did personally is that I looked at what all things needs to be covered in all the three sections: VARC, then DILR, then quants. So what all things needs to be covered? What all things I should prioritize? And for prioritizing that, where should
All this before you started your preparation,
yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah.
So all this I before I started my prep, so I was looking at what all things are needed. How
Mhm.
was the last year paper? Then what in all the three sections, what are the kinds of things that come up, and where I need to focus more, and in the places where I need to focus more, what I'll need to do
Mhm.
to get to that. So did that first of all. That gave me a very clear picture of what I need to do for the coming next 3 months, and then I planned for for each of these things separately, that I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. So that was my head start for the preparation.
Okay, and there's a question: is reading newspaper on daily basis helps to build good RC, or daily practicing in solving RC passages? Does that help? Which is the best method to read? Keep
So
reading newspapers, or yeah, Anushri can take it, and as well as Shivam. Both of you can answer them.
I think to each his own.
Yeah.
I was never a reader all my
Okay.
life, so I focused on practicing RCs. If you ask typically
Mm.
about reading comprehension, so I practiced 6 RCs every single day
Right.
because I knew that I wasn't a reader at all and I didn't have a good reading speed. I thought, let's not try and build from scratch about becoming a reader and then focusing on RCs. I directly hit the nail. But I think Isha was a very constant reader, so
Yeah.
she prepared that way. So
Okay.
though we were like really good friends and we prepped together, we had very different ways of preparation. So
Mhm.
don't get very uh, biased, or uh, don't change your method because somebody else is doing it. See
Right.
what works for you.
Mm.
You have enough time for it, I'd say
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Shivam, you want to add anything
yeah,
on this? Yeah.
similarly, for me as well, it was I was also not a reader, and for me as well, I tried doing that, but I thought that I figured out that it was not working for me,
Okay.
and give practicing more was giving more return, adding more value. So when you practice, you get to understand, okay, what kind of things that might go wrong. You analyze back, and you try to correct on in the next RC, right?
Okay.
So that helped me much better than
Okay.
reading the newspapers.
So let's talk about internships and placements now. And this I will be focusing more on the second year because they are the ones who are getting the summer internship. So can you take us through your summer internship very briefly, Shivam, and then Aditya?
Summer internship, as in the
Yes.
internship part or the process part?
internship selection process, and you can just talk about the internship selection process in brief, and then talk about the summer internship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, internship selection process was mainly, case preparations. So you do case, practice cases, mock cases, and then go for interviews. So I'd like to focus more on the internship. Then, the first years can also add on to the interviews part because they had recently gone through that. So for the internship, it was since it was online this year, it was different from usual. We had a bit of glitches in the start, but then you start making a order of what you'll be doing in the whole 2 months of the summer internship, and then keep on interacting with your mentor or buddy to course correct your methodology and then getting feedback. So yeah, it was mostly it, but there was some hiccups in the start.
Okay. Okay. Aditya.
Yeah, so means I would first uh, mention about my interview process. So means for Indigene, it was a GD process on the first day and
Okay.
followed by two interviews for half an hour each. One being a case interview and the other one being a normal HR sort of interview. So
Okay.
means for the internship part, I find it means it was really nice. So I worked with the strategic initiative department, and my immediate manager was quite awesome. Means he gave me a freedom to work on my project and gave me timely valuable feedbacks on what minor things that I can tweak according to the company deliverables and what else could I improve on. So
Mhm.
means one thing that I felt was bummed out was means I didn't get to go to the US where my internship was based, so that was a bummer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So is it true that the average work experience has been going up with every batch during the placements?
Average, you if you see the percentage of freshers in
Right.
IIM Ahmedabad
Mm.
for the last 4 5 years, so
Yeah,
it's not something that is going up as far as what I can see. So it was
right.
mostly, it varied. It definitely varied. Some in the past it had been 25%, then it had been 39%. So it definitely varies. But it is not something that is intentionally getting up or going up
Okay.
and being forced to go up by the administration, nothing like that.
Mm.
It is something that is, how the people in the cat are performing and the interviews are performing, and then that's why the percentage of freshers are varying,
Okay.
around 25% to 40%, so
Okay.
something.
How much of getting a good placement offer depends on the kind of internship you had.
So
Okay.
I think it's somewhat important as a good brand name always helps.
Mm.
But
Mm.
in addition to this, it also depends on a lot of other factors as well, like your grades,
Mm.
performance in corporate competition, and other club activities that you are part of in the second
Okay.
year.
Okay.
So means means personally heard quite a lot of my seniors who didn't go to a good means intern firm, but
Mm.
ended up doing quite well in their finals.
So what is the placement process IIM Ahmedabad is following now?
So in terms of placement process, it is divided into clusters, right? So you have three clusters. So for summers and finals, both. So there are three placements: summer placement, lateral placement, and final placement.
Mhm.
Summers and finals has a similar structure. Laterals has a different structure. So and lateral placement is for the people who have a minimum number of work weeks, right?
Okay.
So those can sit on that.
Okay.
So the finals and the summer placement process is mostly divided into three clusters. So it's on the first cluster you have consulting and finance. Second
Mm.
cluster you have marketing and general rules, and then
Okay.
third cluster it is product management and operations and a
Okay.
bit of corporate finance.
Mm.
So
Mm.
and it is similar for summers and finals, but in the laterals it is and it is a 7 day process in both the cases.
Okay.
But in case of laterals, it's around a 1 month process where companies come in, and it is mostly tech firms, a bit of consulting and bit of uh, finance, but
Okay.
mostly product management, and then you have a
So
different.
mostly product management.
Yeah, the tech firms
Okay.
are coming in the
Okay. Okay.
latter in most of the case,
Okay.
and it is generally one. So every company is coming on a different day, so it's not like the laterals where every company is coming on the same day.
Okay.
It's not like the summers, like every company is coming on the same day. So
Mm.
laterals is quite different from these.
Okay. Okay. So, who are the top recruiters that you are aiming for, Aditya and Shivam?
So for me, I'm aiming for product management companies. So the top recruiters for in that is Microsoft, Amazon.
Hmm.
Then you have Sprinkler. So these are the top recruiters in this cohort that I'm aiming for.
I am mostly focusing on the consultant broadman domain, but because of my somewhat limited work ex, I have a work ex of only 1 year, so
Okay.
mostly consult. Yeah.
Shivam, you've interned. Your summer internship was with Amazon, is it?
No, my summer internship was with PhonePe. I had experience at Amazon, so
Okay.
my work ex was at Amazon.
So overall, can you name some of the top recruiters who are usually, I mean, who are regulars with IIM Ahmedabad?
For different domains, there are different recruiters. So for consulting, it's MBB, McKinsey, Bain, BCG. For
Yeah.
finances, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, then Avendus. Then for product management, Microsoft, Amazon, Sprinkler, Browser Stack. Similarly for marketing, HUL, PNG. So these are the top recruiters across these cohorts.
Okay, so someone is also asking about, like a lot of students are actually asking about the extracurriculars that are going on in the campus. So can you, maybe all of you can probably pitch in and answer something, like maybe one each, some activities and all that is going on. And also someone has said, can you suggest some extracurriculars for someone not having any interest? What do they do once they are in IIM Ahmedabad?
Okay, so in terms of extracurriculars, I say this year it had been a bit different, but last year it was the last year and this year had been a bit different. So last year there were a lot of things that happened offline. There was sports. There is a sports competition that happens every year. Then there is a cultural fest. There is a business fest that happens everywhere. So this time it all these things happened online. uh, I don't think sports competition happened this year. Apart from that, IIM Ahmedabad has a very good culture of playing frisbee. So you'll find many people playing frisbee in the evening or in the night, maybe 12 at night. In the ground. So yeah, that's the most frequent thing that you'll see at IIM Ahmedabad.
Anybody else would like to add anything?
So currently, when we are in the online scenario, I think a few of the activities we are kind of missing, but yet we are trying to cover up as much as possible. So right now, in 4 days, we have Uttarayan and Pongal. So we're
Yeah,
trying to cover it up with as much as possible in the cultural committee.
correct.
Then even the TRBS happened online, and apart from all of these things, we're kind of engaged in a lot of online case study competitions, as well as a lot of seminars and webinars which are going on. Though
Okay.
we'll miss the offline experiences of Sangarsh, which is supposed to happen right now,
Mhm.
but we're trying to cover it up with maybe frisbee, and we are also a lot of our batchmates are playing every day at the sports complex. So we're trying to cover it up as much as possible.
There's a question about profile building. So, does it help if you have worked with an NGO to help for them to get uh, basically does it further their success in getting a call from an IIM?
So I can answer. Like I have
Yep.
5 years of kind of experience with a non-profit organization. Though I have not mentioned in I think any of my IM interviews
Okay.
except when particularly asked about it, and I have kept it like a small part in my resume as well, just to tell them that I was doing this thing. However, they're more looking of how your story is going into. So when I was narrating my story, it did not come out that I was like about the NPO part or something. So
Okay.
that is the thing.
So now let's, since a lot of students are asking Anushri to show the campus, so she will show us a bit of campus, preview of the campus before you guys, whoever gets the call and gets in. So how about showing some, she has some clippings from IIM Ahmedabad. Anushri, over to you.
Okay, so since we arrived very late and we were asked to like self-isolate for 10 days after arrival. But I have a few pictures, so I thought I'll show you. But before that, I made sure that I am at the Louis Kahn Plaza, that's the library.
Hmm.
And Isha is inside the library. So we tried to like give you as much as we can. And on the opposite is the Louis Kahn Plaza, which is the ground where kids play football or
Okay.
frisbee.
Okay.
I'll just share my screen to maybe
Yeah.
show you a
Yeah.
few pictures.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is where I'm sitting right now, and the library is behind that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like at night.
Hmm.
This is, I have really bad pictures, but if you are really interested in looking at pictures, then you can go to Perspectives @IMA on Instagram, or look at some of the welcome videos on YouTube.
Hmm.
This is basically the Louis Kahn Plaza where people play frisbee at night. This is our dorm. This year we had very limited scope for like enjoying together during Diwali, but we tried our best to decorate dorms.
Okay.
So this is my dorm, which is dorm 3. This is my study table. So if you are interested in looking at how the room looks when you're
Yeah,
preparing
yeah.
for placements or for basically during placements is a time when we prep a lot. So
So how are
this is
the
what it
dorms
looks
like? I mean, okay, this is one. How are the dorms like?
So this is one dorm. This is dorm
Okay.
7.
Okay.
And there are about 8 to 9 rooms on every floor. Every dorm has about 3 to 4 floors.
Okay.
And yeah, so there are I think 5 girl dorms. Correct me if I'm wrong, Isha. And the others are the boys dorms.
There
So
are
there are a few six girl dorms, and the others are boys, and there are a few co-ed dorms as well. So there is the campus is divided into 2 parts: the old campus and the new campus.
Yes. Yeah.
So girls dorms are all in the old campus, unfortunately, and the new campus has a few AC rooms as well. So the boys are
Okay.
lucky.
Well, Shivam
this is
and
my
Akshay,
room.
you guys have got AC dorms, is it?
Yeah. So
Ah. Okay.
Means we got that installed this year only, but we are not able to reap the benefits because I am not at campus right now. Yeah.
So I think old dorms have that culture of
Yeah.
red bricks and the
Yeah.
feeling. So I've stayed in both the new campus and old campus, and I think I really like the old campus
Okay.
vibes.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Any more pictures? Yeah.
So this is the balcony. So every room has a balcony in the old campus. The new
This is
campus
the
don't have
old
balconies.
campus. No. Yeah. So this
Yes.
is nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are something that can make you feel at home. So this is like a pathway towards the canteen and the mess.
Right.
And so every corner of the campus is really beautiful. So if you're someone who is interested in photography, it's a nice place.
Yeah.
So this is called the Howard Steps, which is now under renovation. So I'm very glad that I have a picture over there.
Oh, nice.
This is my stupid face during internship. So I just put this picture because I wanted to show you all that it was an online interview, but then
right.
we had to like be prepared in our formals, and it was a stressful time, but then we got through.
Yeah.
This is one of the most I think memorable photos of Ahmedabad. Every person takes a photo over here. So this is during Diwali. One of my friends decorated their dorms.
Very nice.
This is the night view of the Louis Kahn Plaza. Usually there are a lot of people playing frisbee. Okay, now there are a lot of questions I got
our
about the food.
Yeah, are families allowed in these dorms? I mean, if they want to come and visit and all.
So if there are certain reasons, people like a few of my friends' mother or father are staying with them in the MSH. MSH Plaza, which is there behind. But if otherwise, if parents just want to come, they can stay at the CIIE. I guess.
Okay.
And you have to pay some money.
Right. Yeah.
So there are provisions if your family wants to come and stay along with you.
Anushri, show me those. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so everybody who is curious about the food, I made sure that I click pictures in this week, and we had really good food this week. I and Isha are very committed to the mess, so we keep meeting each other in the mess itself.
Okay.
This is some of the food pictures that I took this week. So I really enjoyed the food, but I am sure that Aditya and Shivam would have been bored till now. So okay, so even in these times, we kind of catch up at the LKP, but of course with masks and all that. And there's a very beautiful Sabarmati riverfront about 15 minutes from campus. So weekends, so we can't go really far. We can definitely give it a try. So we were here during. This is my family. I just put their picture because this is Diwali, my first Diwali without family. So this is why. I mean, they're the reason I'm here. So I thought. And the last picture is of Jodhir sir, who is my professor in IMS. He's the reason I'm here. So I just put his picture here.
Okay.
So I think that's about it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Anushri, for that lovely tour of the campus. So someone was asking if they don't have any extracurricular activities, if they have not done anything so far. Does that affect in any way their chances to get into IIM Ahmedabad? Like during the personal interviews and all that, what do they say? How does it go? Does it have any impact? Isha, you can take this question.
So again, I mean, so initially, at least for the shortlist, there is no particular harm that, if you do not have any extracurricular participation.
Yes.
During the interview, they're just trying to understand a few values that as a managers you should have, like say time management or multitasking. So those are the things wherein they try to understand. But I think a lot of my friends over here also do not have so much of extracurricular activities, and people here belong to different parts. So maybe somebody is really good with research,
Right.
somebody is really good with some sports. I think I am good with a lot of leadership positions. So everyone had a different profile, and that's what I think matters here. So it's not really that you have to do it because you have to do it.
Okay, great. So now it's a fun time. We will be having some rapid fire questions where our speakers will be answering in one word. So let's start first in everything. Yeah, Anushri, you can give the first answer, then Isha, then Shivam, then Aditya. Great. Yeah. So the first question. IIM Ahmedabad means how many hours of sleep every day?
5 to 6 max.
Wow.
So I think on a very below average, I had 2 hours of sleep. On an highest average, I had 11 hours of sleep. So average 6 hours.
Okay. Shivam.
Yes.
Yeah, so for me, it's around 6 hours to 7 hours, but again, it varies to 0 hours to
Okay. All right.
to 10
Okay.
hours
So
as well.
average is how many hours?
So 6 to 7, I'd say.
Okay.
So for
Yeah,
me,
Aditya.
it was 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Means, and even if while I'm on means at my home, it's 4 to 5 hours only.
Okay. Which is the best place at IIM Ahmedabad? Anushri.
I think the place I'm sitting right now, the Louis Kahn Plaza. Yeah.
Okay. Isha.
The Louis Kahn Plaza.
Shivam.
I would say the library, because of multiple other reasons.
Multiple other reasons. Okay, you left a very open-ended answer to that. Okay, Aditya.
Means LKP at night, anytime,
Okay. Second year is generally chill at IIM Ahmedabad. True or false? Second year.
False, I would say.
Yeah, I also second that.
It's a myth. It's a myth.
Okay. IIM Ahmedabad means you're going to eat mostly Gujarati cuisine. True or false?
False.
False.
Though the dal is always sweet, but no.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Dal is sweet.
I saw
You should
jalebi.
come to my house someday.
You are a Gujarati.
I saw jalebi in your on your plate. Yeah, Shivam, Aditya.
False.
Yeah, false means there are a lot of other
Okay.
outlets as well here.
I have eaten more South Indian than Gujarati here.
Yeah.
And non-veg is also available, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gujarat being a dry state means no alcohol, no nightlife. True or false? Anushri.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think
Shivam.
false.
I think Shivam can answer that.
So, we cannot say anything publicly about this.
Yeah, that was a trick question for all of you. I just wanted to put it
I
in.
think relatively, if to answer it like honestly, relatively a lot less than what happens there. I'm from Mumbai,
Right. Oh,
so a lot less happening than the Mumbai nightlife.
Correct. Okay. All right. Okay. Students think that they have to forego their other interests for 2 years now. True or false?
False.
Shivam?
False.
Yeah, false means there are ample opportunities to pursue them, and if they
But do you
have
get
the
time?
dedication.
Do you get time for those things that you've been doing 2 years before?
So
Like
people
Yeah,
before
means
getting into
people manage
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
There are times where you cannot figure out something some
Right.
specific time, but in general you can manage that.
Okay. Within I am Ahmedabad, one must try which food item? Anushri, I saw a lot of food item on your plate.
Like in a mess or even otherwise.
In I am Ahmedabad, within
In
the campus,
campus,
within the campus.
yeah. So somebody is mentioning maskaban,
Yeah.
and there is CTs, which is like a small outlet. There's recently opened cafe there tomorrow, so maybe that, because I've been having a lot of that
Okay.
recently.
Okay. Okay. Isha.
And everything is good. Food is good in Gujarat. That is what I believe.
Okay. Isha.
So I've not yet tried this thing, but people have said that Mexican sandwich at Tipos is really good,
Okay.
and I'm just waiting to get that opportunity to eat that.
Okay. Shivam.
So I would say in general in Ahmedabad, one must
No,
try.
within the campus. Within
Okay,
the campus. Yeah.
within the campus. So these are general canteens. I would say nothing
Nothing
specific.
in particular. Okay. Aditya.
For me, it's Bhavesh Bhai Tadka Maggi, and at mess it's Pav Bhaji. Means I really like that. Yeah.
Okay. You've already covered new versus old dorms, so I'm not going to get there. Which term is the most stretched? Second year. The question is for you.
So means in second year, I think it's the fifth
No,
term
no. As
from.
in for
Acha,
second
it's
year.
overall.
Yeah,
Okay.
overall. In
Okay.
2 years. Yeah. Which term is the most stretched?
Till now, I felt it's second term means in the first year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Aditya?
Uh, so I would say I
Oh,
think
Shivam. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was term fifth, but nothing specific, not much variation, but term five
Okay.
can be.
Okay. Okay. What provides the most learning opportunities? Is it through peer groups or classrooms or all of the above? What is it? Or maybe one particular thing that gives you most learning opportunities when in Ahmedabad?
I think a mix of peer group and your interaction with seniors. I learned a lot from my seniors as well.
Mhm.
So PGP2s and your peer group.
Okay.
Yeah, so combination of your friends, your seniors, and the faculty members. So along with the PGP2s, I also have like interaction with the faculty members on how to go about a particular problem. And we usually discuss, say, I have a lot of interest in marketing. So I discuss ads or the recent marketing stuffs with my professors, and they're kind of usually helpful to us.
Okay. So the rapid fire session is over, but I do have few more questions. If we can just take maybe 2 or 3 more questions before we wrap up. Uh, so if okay, in PI round, there is a question in PI round. Are we asked questions related to subjects from graduation?
Means
Uh,
if you are.
okay. Yeah, you can answer first, and then Anushri, you can as well. Yeah.
So means if you are removed only about 1 year from your UG, I think they asked that because for me at IMM the bad interview, they definitely asked me regarding the automobile propulsion and other aspects. So I think you should be prepared for that as well.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
same.
I think it's not specific only to the freshers or 1 year work ex. For
Okay.
me as well, they asked questions related to my undergrad. So I had 2 years of work ex. So I don't think work ex is going to
Okay. Okay.
deviate that much.
There is another question. If no job experience as a fresher from BTech, are internships necessary? If so, how many minimum should we have? This is before, basically, this is for a opportunity for a call getter. Yeah. This is before getting into IIM Ahmedabad. Yeah.
Okay, so if you talk about what kind of value it will add. So again, as everyone had mentioned earlier, right? So till the call, it is not going to make a difference.
Internships are not necessary at the graduation level.
No, till so it's not something that you need to have mandatorily. So until the interview call, you are not going to have any impact of that. But in interviews they might ask, generally people do internships in their undergrad, so they might ask why or why not, if you have not done. So you should have some data to back it up.
Okay, okay. What was more tough, IIM interviews or placement interviews? Now, I believe this is a question that won't, I believe none of you have. Okay, but you can answer maybe, is the internship interview really tough? The summer internship? This is for the second year.
So it it is relatively tougher than the IIM interviews for sure, because you need a lot more prep for that compared to the IIM interviews.
Hmm.
But on in a general side, it's not that difficult to crack. And again, it varies across the cohorts. It's not something very generic across the cohorts.
Hmm.
So it varies a lot.
Okay, Anushri and Nisha, there's one question. Since you guys are from non-engineering background, you guys have an idea how I can take my quant a level ahead? So Isha, yeah, this is for you, Anushri and Isha.
So, I'm actually not a good person to ask this thing. As a non-engineer, my quants and DLR was my strongest area.
Okay.
Though I was helping my friends with quants, and really I started with concepts. And what one thing I had realized was that a lot of people do one particular subject, say arithmetic, and they'll get into arithmetic into very deep, and then while they're coming to geometry they'll forget what arithmetic was. So I kind of followed a cyclic pattern that after every 3 days I will come up with the same topic again and again. So per day I had divided around 27 subjects into 3 days. So after every 4th day I will encounter the same kind of a topic again and again. And apart from that, one major thing that I did for my entire CAT preparation was studying with peers. So, say for example, Anushi is really good with verbal and I'm good with quants. So she'll help me out with verbal and I'll help her out with quants, and that's how both of us were like growing together.
Right. Shivam, this is our last question. Shivam, it's for you. You being an IT engineer, I suppose from your work ex in Amazon, what were you asked regarding your IT background? This is during the interview.
Yeah, so in most of my interviews, I was asked around that. Starting from not only my work, I was asked around the company itself, the founder itself. Then apart from that, I was also asked the what kind of personal values of you think your founder has. Jeff Bezos has.
Okay.
Those kind of questions were there. And then on my work ex, it was mostly what kind of day-to-day activities I need to do in my work ex. What was the whole process? How does the business work there? So all those things around that. So it was complete 360-degree view of questions that can come up. So all those things were asked.
Just one more question. In how many months you completed your basics and fundamentals? This is for all. Yeah, maybe Anushri, you could answer.
About in 3 months' time, up till August end, I was done with my basics, and then I just focused on taking mocks and analyzing them. Of course, then going back to revision and going back to your concepts if you're not really clear on. But I think May, June, July, August were the 3 months, and I focused basically on the concepts, and then I went on to solving mocks.
Isha?
So for my concepts, at least I was pretty good with quants, which is the one thing that people focus on a lot.
Yeah.
But otherwise, for the others, I think I was done in 2 to 3 months.
Okay. All right. That's all we have. We are going to wrap up now. And thank you so much again to all the attendees. And thank you. My special thanks to Anushri Nayak, Isha Nisar, Shivam Kumar, and Aditya Vikram Singh. Thank you so much for being here today.
So all the best, everyone. And we hope to see you guys at IIM Ahmedabad soon.
Yeah, all the best, everyone. Thank you, Kalyani. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.